Good morning, fellow traders. So, welcome back to episode once again. Very soon, I will be streaming live trading sessions. So, you can join me on the live trading whilst I trade, and you can see how I trade myself. So, today, I'm just going to briefly talk about stop losses, how to properly place your stop losses, because I've got a lot of comments from people asking me. However, let me put this disclaimer out. I have said several times that I do not trade for people. I never message anyone on either Telegram, Facebook, Instagram, or any of the social media platforms to say, hey, I'm going to, I'm mining Bitcoin and I'm going to triple or quadruple or 10 times your money for you. So send me 500 or 1,000 or 2,000. And at the end of the week, you're going to get 14,000. I never do that. I do not trade binary options also for people. I do not manage forex account for people. So be wary if someone contacts you pretending to be me. Okay. If anything, you can just message me on my YouTube channel here and ask, have you messaged me? And then I will tell you. Okay. Don't be greedy. Learn for yourself and do your own due diligence. So for those asking for stop losses and other videos also, you can get other videos on the channel, and you can join the free Telegram group where I put one group every week, and we've only had I think one or two losses, and the rest have been wins. Average profit is about 40 pips in the money. Okay, so I cannot tell you because I always say refer to your strategy, but I can show you how stop loss is placed, if it's proper or not proper. But whether for you to use 100 pips or 50 pips or 200 pips or whatever, that depends on strategy you are using. So this is let's assume, okay, on this chart, I'm going to use this bullish candle. Okay, so let's assume I had an entry at this right session here. If I put my stop loss right at this low, okay, of the same bullish green candle, I'm talking about this bullish green candle. Let's assume I was entering a buy, so my entry was here. Okay, this is just an assumption. It doesn't mean it's a right entry, but I'm just trying to show you a stop loss. Okay, if I put my stop loss right here, that is wrong way of putting a stop loss. Okay, even though this trade might have gone your way, yes, and you win, this is the wrong way of putting a stop loss. The stop loss is always placed depending on your strategy. If you decide this is where your stop loss is going to be, you don't put it right at the start of the candle, you place it below the candle. Okay, so for instance here, if my entry is here, my stop loss being here is wrong, so I'm going to place the stop loss somewhere here, right at the low of the same candle or the previous candle, below, not exactly at the end of it. Okay, and it's the same way also if I'm selling this market, okay, and I decide this here is my entry. Okay, if I put my stop loss just at the beginning of the same candle, that is wrong. The stop loss needs to be a few pips above your sell or entry sell point. Okay, and that is going to be proper way of entering a stop loss. The same example is here. If I decide to buy this market at this level, okay, and I am putting my stop loss very tight here, that is wrong. The stop loss have to be below, a few pips below the candle of the entry point. Okay, so depending on your strategy, I can't say this is for demonstration purpose only. okay, depending on the strategy that you are using, whatever calculation, what the points I'm trying to raise here is that if this is your entry, you cannot put the stop loss just at the tip of your entry. That is wrong. Okay, if you are selling this market at this level and you put your stop loss at this level, that is wrong. Okay, so the stop loss need to be a few pips away from your entry, so you're giving the trade room to go in your favor. Okay, even though in these scenarios the market didn't seem to come back to the bottom of the same entry candle, but my explanation to those who were asking is that if you do that, that is wrong way of putting a stop loss. So depending on your strategy, some people may be, depending on the strategy or the setup they are using, if this is their entry, their stop loss probably could be here. That is the correct way. Whether it's too much or not, some people maybe, depending on what they are using, their stop loss is going to be here, depending on your, remember I've talked about risk management. Okay, so your trade, if for instance your stop loss is being here, then probably this is let me see, about 30 pips, then your reward should be here, 1 to 2 minimum or more. Okay, yeah. And the one-to-one strategy I spoke about is for experienced traders. Okay, and the other thing also is setting up your broker. So you see, when you come here and I think open an account here, okay, you can search for any broker. Okay, so you can come here and add a new broker. Let's say, what broker should I, let's say IC Markets. Okay, let's say IC Markets. You can come here, enter a new broker, or the broker, that is if you already have an existing MT4 or MT5 account, and you are changing a broker. Let's say you decide to open new account with a new broker. You might not need to, you can just come here, okay, and then as I did, you go to, let me do that again, you go to file and you go to open an account. So you see the icon here, it says add a new broker. Yes, so you just go there and you click add a new broker, and you just follow the instructions, put the name of the broker you want to add there, and just follow it and just have your new account. That is as far as it is. So have a very exciting week. The market is going to open. Remember, success does not apologize. In the same way, failure does not apologize. You need to just work hard, learn, and beware of scammers. Other than that, they might take your hard-earned money. And it's not all scammers that when you report to the police or the FBI, they might go after them. Okay, for instance, I've discussed with you about my computer triple screen laptop that I was trying to custom laptop I was trying to build with the company Slide Enjoy. I'm not the only one. They have taken millions from individuals. I've paid £1,000 and they never delivered the company the PC, and they haven't actually replied to my messages. And I got the police involved. They have done their part. They have contacted their headquarters in Belgium and in the US, and they have handed the case to Interpol. And Interpol are saying not a lot of people have reported, even though they've scammed millions. Okay, they've taken, if you look at the total volume in terms of money they've taken from people over 2017 till now, as I'm talking, even they are still taking money from people. That is millions, over probably $3 million in pre-sales, so they've taken, and they've delivered none. But the problem is, not everybody is like me who has gone forward to report. So Interpol, FBI, all these people work with resources. So yes, because according to what the crime watch, the investigator, the police which were dealing with. And this was not like when I reported to them the following day. They took their time. So over like 3 months period, they did the follow up, look for headquarters, contacted in contact with the Belgium authorities about the company, in contact with the US authorities about their company, and they would tell them what to do. And the case was referred to Interpol, because what they wanted Interpol to do was to issue arrest warrant for the founders of the company, because they are still taking money from people, even though they have taken millions and failed to deliver. Okay, and even if you look at my review to them on Trustpilot, when I did a bad review about them, the CEO or whoever, someone from the company, was actually threatening me about my review, telling me I cannot call them scammers or liars or thieves because they are delivering, but they haven't delivered. You've taken my money. You said I will get my PC in February of 2020, and I haven't gotten my PC, and you've taken my money since 2017. And actually you took a deposit, and you told me in November 2019 that everything is finished. I'm getting my order in February 2020. So I paid the remaining balance, and I've fully paid everything, and I haven't gotten it. And because Interpol cannot issue arrest warrants, because not a lot of people have reported about this scam. So most people, as usual, yes, when they get scammed, they feel ashamed to report to the authorities. Okay, so if you don't do your due diligence and you allow someone to scam you, it doesn't matter whether they scam you 1,000 or 100,000. You might report to the police. Probably, maybe the people or might not be in your country, and they'll be in another country. So they might need Interpol to issue a arrest warrant for them. But the problem you might face will be, probably they have scammed millions from individuals globally, but not everybody has gone to the police to report in their respective countries. So Interpol will tell you the case is not strong enough, because maybe if they've taken only $100,000 or 20,000 or 1,000 from you, the resources that is going to be involved to issue arrest warrant, try to track them and stuff, is going to exceed the amount of money you have lost. So in order for the case to have weight, all people that have been scammed, a lot of similar to class action. Okay, when a group of people who look for one lawyer who represent maybe hundreds or millions of people that has been wrongfully dealt with by a company, and they'll sue them on the hand. So they need something like that, so that maybe we have the same people scamming people over $20 million. Okay, just in the case of IPC, followed by Sal Khan, the Syria Ponzi promoter, where they have scammed people out of about 750 million. Okay, yes. So if people who have lost different money, everybody starts lodging complaint to the police, FBI and CIA. Now they are going to go after these people. Okay, and if you arrest one person, then all the people involved will be arrested, and they will deal with them, and because they've committed security fraud. But if only one person is reporting, most of the time it's very difficult. Okay, so be careful and protect your money. And whatever you want to do, I believe if you find the right mentor to mentor you, and you have the right attitude to learn and determination, and you are teachable, you can succeed. There is no need for you to allow someone to take your hard-earned money. So have a good week, and I'll see you. Bye bye.